Okay, ready? Ready, ready? Come on, set! Ready? Ready, ready? Set, go! Ready, ready! And up! Ready! Hot, hot! Let's go now! Ready! Hut! Let's go! Ready! Here we go! Take go! Set! Ready! Ready, ready? On the ready! Ready? Okay, break! Go!
It's week 3 of the National Football League.
As we see a team who left L.A. take on a team who came back home.
It's the reigning AFC champs and the Chargers.
And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown L.A. as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here. But
so pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
we both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, Mike, just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders. And frankly, in the entire locker room, they need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3, not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Shotgun now for Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, like sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be let out, Greg, by their quarterback, a first-round pick in the April draft.
If there was one thing that was clear right off the jump from our meeting last week, Mike, it was the fact that he shouldered almost all of the blame for last week's loss on himself. Remember what he called his 2 interceptions? He said those are inexcusable. When you go back and really study the tape, not everything was his fault. Protection at times, spotty. The separation downfield of some of his playmakers, very inconsistent. And truthfully, I didn't love all the play calls. They're going to have to be better as an entire offense for him to play better at the quarterback position.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The tight end going in motion to the left. They'll give it to Dobbins. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Herbert. This one on target to Godwin. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That one caught in the back of the end zone. And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. A touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raiders offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he gets this up to the 42.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Following the penalty, he'll run it. And he'll get about 3 yards of that back, setting up 2nd and long. They'll stick with him again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. Third and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball. as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. A run with Dobbins. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now Herbert. To the left side to Godwin. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. This one complete to Palmer. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. Throwing now is Herbert. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. That one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Quick throw, taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Herbert now on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw, it's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Throwing again, Herbert. He's got it at the 3. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Herbert to the air again. And he's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown Chargers. That is first touchdown of the new year. Dicker good with the extra point. And the Chargers move out on top 14-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Raiders offense going to take over just before the half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10. 11 yards as they move the chains. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Now they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. They'll look to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is hard. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
The extra point try forthcoming. The kick here is good. And one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. The Chargers were led in the first half by their star quarterback, Justin Herbert. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go in the second. Well, Raiders offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. They'll stay on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on 4th down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got a receiver wide open, left side.
Complete to number 88. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
To the ground, a 1st down. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got room to roam. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
First down. Las Vegas.
He'll look to throw. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to... And he can't get away. Down he goes. Back to 16.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, it's a little bit different now.
The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Kicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are out to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Raiders offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. Now he takes off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down. handoff here, up the middle, and a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now give on the ground, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Right back to him on first down. Not much room to speak of. He'll take this to the 11. Second down and 8. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Raiders.
The Raiders will line up for the
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the... They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss. Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Now it's Dobbins. First down and more to the 45. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They bring the tight end in motion. A run on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, L.A. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. He'll air it out down the middle.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a...
Oh, that's one where he just needs to unload it, but he did not. It'll go down as a sack and a big loss of yards.
understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They send the tight end in motion. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he will score. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Chargers. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. These scores have to be a relief to this team, Greg. Looking at going 0-3 instead, a 4th quarter lead, and it looks like win number 1 is on the way.
Absolutely, and at this stage of the season, still being early, this is about as close to a must-win as it gets. Historically, teams that avoid 0-3 starts by getting back to 1-2, the likelihood of them being in that playoff picture is drastically different. So, big win today when they needed it the most.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
We're not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proved.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the Raiders are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation. I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Time is an issue. 1 timeout, 2-minute warning to work with, but they need points. 1st down and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here we go. First and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that...
And trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson.
Holding offense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Herbert down to an 8. And that should wrap this one up. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.